to Wellness Owners. I'm Apurva Kulkarni. I'm an author, NLP wellness expert, and life coach. In my last video, I spoke on deciding which part of the stresses you can control. Today, I will speak on let go of what you can't control. Feel in control if the effort of you put in and how much you build your skill. You can't always control the final result. We can't control what others feel or do. The state of economy or the politics, the weather, what the competition is like, or whether our skill or product are currently in the voyage. That's why it's important to set goal and evaluate your progress in terms of your effort rather than outcomes. Don't focus on getting an A, focus on being well prepared and knowledgeable about the topic. Don't focus on getting a job or focus on getting your application out. Networking, stay healthy and positive, and getting the skills and information you need. Don't focus on finding the perfect partner. Focus on looking and feeling your best and getting out in world where you are likely to meet a potential mate. When outcomes are uncertain, most of us spend great deal of energy ruminating, worrying, and second guessing ourselves. Not only this is waste of time, but it makes us less likely to succeed. Ruminating actually brings down our mood and makes us less likely to go and do something about the stresses. The following practice will help you to keep the things you can't control mentally contained to limit their intrusion into your life. Practice putting things you can't control in a container. Once you have decide the part of the problem that you can't control, the next step is deliberately move your attention away from these aspects so that you can focus on doing the best job you can with the controllable pieces of your stresses. Of course, you can't completely control your worries, but you can let your amygdala know what you have the uncontrollable stuff contained. That way your brain will be less likely to remind you of everything that might go wrong. Use whenever you feel yourself getting caught up in worrying about outcomes that are not of your control to free yourself to devote your time and energy to the things you can control. Before you begin, if you could hold your worries and fear about the uncontrolled part of your stresses in a container of some sort, what type of container would you choose is the first question. Example, the container should be big oak barrel, a sturdy trunk, or a metal safe, and a large vase. Once you have decided a container, bring up in a mental picture of it. Be very specific about its size, shape, color, and texture. You may want to imagine the labeling your container with the descriptions such as fear about your drivers. You can also imagine writing or drawing on the container or decorating it in whichever way you choose. Imagine putting all of your worries and fear about uncontrollable outcomes of your stresses into the container. Visualize yourself packing them in and see yourself a stream of smoke, light, sand, or water that flow into the container. Give them the feel right you. Once your worries are in the container, imagine sealing it. You could use a lid or a lock, chain or a plastic wrap, all of the above. It's up to you. When your container is sealed tight, imagine storing it somewhere. You could bury it deep ground, put it in the cave, or store in an attic, load it into a boat, or send it into the place in the rocket ship. Anywhere you want to store it, it's okay. When your container is sealed and stored, imagine yourself walking away from it and back into your life. You can come back and open it if you needed to, but for now, it's safely to put it away. Set an intention that focus your effort and energy on the part of your stresses that you can control. Even if you don't have control over the outcome of a stressful situation, you may be able to exert some control over its impact. If you have chronic pain or chronic anxiety or an illness you can't control, set a goal that relate to staying active or moving forward despite the pain, symptoms or the anxiety. Many patients make the mistake of trying to find a cure for the condition that's chronic and need to be managed. You can't always control what you feel or think, but you can control what to do. Focus on living a full life even though you don't have a partner, or focus on being the best parent or the partner you can be despite of having a stressful job or spending most of your day in carpooling and doing laundry. Find ways to have fun with family and friends even if you don't have a lot of money. A concept related to that of control is that of meaningfulness. When your life feels full and meaningful despite your having a stress or not being able to get everything done, you will feel a greater sense of control over your life circumstances. Think about what really is most important and meaningful in your life. Is this is it your close relationship, achievements, making a difference in the world, helping others, or being a good parent, contributing to your community, helping the environment, living by certain values, being an inventor, or living a healthy life? When you decide what is most important in your life and set realistic goals in this area, your brain will register that your life is under control. Is a fact of life, but it does not have to consume you. Finally, you can focus on developing a skill or interest that separates from the stress and under your control. This can create a sense of accomplishment that counterbalance your stresses. Practice finding control in other areas of your life. This practice will help you identify an aspect of your life unrelated to the stresses, an area of your life in which you can grow. Think about an hobby, an activity, or an relationship that improve important to you. Ideally, sometimes you can focus on for 20 minutes to an hour or a two at a time. Think about why you value these activities and how doing it will give you a sense of pride, control, and accomplished. It could be volunteer work, art, writing, banking, or cooking, or scrapbooking, running, hiking, or joining a yoga class, meditating, spending time with your partner, or a parent, or child, or anything else that's personally important to you. Now decide how much time you want to dedicate to these activities or figure out what you want to achieve in the next week, next month, and so on. For example, I set myself a goal of getting filtered by climbing a hill on in my neighborhood for 30 minutes a day, 3 times a week, or for 1 month. Once I had achieved this, I set a goal for next month to do this 4 times a week. A client of mine set a goal of trying out a new recipe every Sunday, while another signed up for 5K fun run and began training for it. A friend of mine set a goal of clearing a closet or drawer of clutter every week. Write down your goal and check your progress towards at least once a week. Pick something you can realistically do. If you need to adjust your goal so you can go along, it's fine. Each day, remind yourself that despite of your stressful circumstances, you are making clear progress in the personally important life area. Allow yourself to feel proud of what you have achieved. If you want to eliminate stress from your life, then subscribe my channel Wellness Owners and press the bell icon for more updates. Don't forget to like and comment below. Thank you. See you in the next video.